Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Bansal Biology. In today's video, we are going to solve some of the previous year questions of CSIR NET as well as GATE Life Science. These questions are related to the amino acid and zwitterion, whose video I have already uploaded. So before watching this video, I would request you to go through with those videos so that your concepts are crystal clear and you will be able to solve the questions very well. So I will mention the link in the I button so you can go and watch the video, and let's get started with the video, guys. So the first question that we are going to see here is from the CSIR NET paper, and it is from the year December 2016. So what is the question is saying that choose most appropriate pH at which net charge is 0, and we know that when the net charge is 0 is when the amino acid is acting as zwitterion for the molecule from the data shown. So it is asking about most appropriate pH when the net charge is 0, and we know that when the net charge is 0, when the pH is at isoelectric point, and very easily we know that the formula of isoelectric point. So you can see that here what the CSIR NET has done, instead of giving directly that they are asking about isoelectric pH, they have just turned the question a little bit. So the person who knows exactly about isoelectric pH, he or she will be able to solve this question very easily, because it is a simple formula and you will be able to solve this question. So we know that the formula is for Pi is pK1 plus pK2 upon 2 for most of the amino acid, but we have to see that what kind of amino acid is given here by seeing the side chain. So here we can see that alpha carboxylic group is given, alpha amino group is given, very good to go. But here in the side chain there is an extra carboxylic group is also given, and here is the twist. As the extra carboxylic group is given, then we know that either it is glutamate or either it is aspartate. And in the previous videos, we have seen that the formula for glutamate and aspartate is different. What is the formula for them is pK1 plus pKr upon 2. And we also know that what is pKr? It is the pK value of side chain. So for this, what we have to apply, Pi is equals to pK1 is 2.02 plus pKr value is 3.80, that is given upon 2. So what it will be? It will be Pi is equals to 5.82 upon 2. As simple as that. And what will be its result? Its result will be 2.91. Very simple calculation. So from here we got the answer, that is 2.91. Okay. For example, if instead of this carboxylic group in the side chain there was a NH3 positive was given. So then what we have to take? Then what we have to take pK2 plus pKr upon 2. So then the value which we have to take is 9.94 plus 3.80 upon 2. So in this condition, what will be the amino acid? It will be arginine, it will be histidine, it will be lysine. So you have to see carefully about the side chain group that is given, so that you will be able to solve the questions very accurately. The next question is from the year 2017, and it is a GATE question. So let's see the question. Natural proteins are composed primarily of 20 amino acids. We know that very well. Which of the following statement is true for any of these amino acid in a solution of pH 1.5? So what is saying that pH 1.5 is given, and we have to see which of the statement is correct. We know that 1.5 pH is very acidic, and at very acidic pH, the H positive ion, that is the proton, is very high. And at this condition, amino acid act as a proton acceptor. It acts as a proton acceptor. That is the basic thing that we know. Okay. So here what is saying that the amino acid is ionized, that the carboxylic group is ionized, both is ionized or both are neutral. As simple as that. What is ionized? That they have charge on that, positive or negative charge, and neutral is that they doesn't contain any kind of charge. So for this, if I draw the simple thing that we have seen, that NH3 positive, COO negative. Okay, this is what, this is Zwitter ion, and when we have put the Zwitter ion at a pH of 1.5, then what will be then? It will accept the protons. So in this condition, the carboxylic group will accept the protons, and what will happen is that NH3 positive CHR, and it will become COOH. So in this condition, the carboxylic acid is not ionized, only amino group is ionized. So from here, the statement A is correct. For example, if this condition instead of 1.5, 12.5, 13.5 was given, for example, then what will happen? Then at this condition, at so high pH, the H positive ion are the least and OH negative ions are very much, we have seen this. So what will happen? The Zwitter ion will donate its proton. It will start to donate its proton. So in this condition, what will happen? The condition will be like this thing. Okay, the condition will be, so carboxylic has donated its proton, NH2 has donated its proton. So in this condition, negative charge is present on carboxylic group, and the carboxylic group is ionized. So in that condition, option B will be correct. So you have to perfectly see that what pH is given. The next question is, which one of the amino acid has 3 ionizable groups? That is a GATE 2017 questions. We know that all the amino acid contains 2 ionizable groups. That is a amino group and a carboxylic group. But it is asking about 3 ionizable groups, the third ionizable group. So here 4 options are given. If we see the structure of glycine, then it only contains 2 ionizable group. If we see the leucine structure, it also contains 2 ionizable group. If we see the structure of valine, then it also contains 2 ionizable group. But if we see the structure of lysine, then in lysine the side chain contains a ionizable group, that is NH2. So what option will be correct? The option will be lysine. Only some of the amino acid contains a side chain that contains an ionizable group like lysine, arginine, histidine, aspartic acid, glutamic acid. These are the some of the amino acid that contains a side chain that contains a ionizable group. Okay, so I hope these questions are very clear to you, and you know that how to solve these kind of questions. So guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and share this video with all your friends, and help your friends to crack the CSIR NET examination. Thank you so much.